Hey, Emily, I'll give you more details once you get home, but for the time being, I've got a big announcement to make.
What's up, Roy? Aren't you at work right now? Is everything okay?
I've been appointed to work at corporate headquarters.
Corporate headquarters? So, what does that mean?
Well, to put it simply, my company wants me to work together with the big shots. They want me to have a bigger hand in the company's global operations.
So then this is, like, a promotion? You're moving up?
It's going to be kind of a gradual thing, but ultimately, yeah. My branch manager told me that he's never seen anyone get called up to corporate HQ as fast as this before. Isn't that something?
Wow, that's great!
So the next big step is to look for a new apartment and get ready to move, so a lot is going to need to get done in a limited time frame.
I want to live in a high-rise apartment.
Huh?
You're gonna be a big shot, right? All the big shots on TV shows live in high-rise apartments. Oh, it's gonna be so great. I can't wait to gaze out of the windows at all the little people walking below.
Okay, well, I guess if I can find something that's within our means, then we might be able to make it happen. Yo, Roy, how's it going? Whoa, is that you, Drew? It's been way too long, man. How have you been? Great, thanks. Sorry, I gone kind of radio silent lately. How are things going for you and my sister? I'm doing fine. No complaints, man. It's great to hear from you. Glad to hear it. Now, I hate to jump right into business, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have a minute to talk right now? Yeah, sure. What is it? Mom told me that you've been appointed to your company's corporate headquarters. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Actually, I just found out the other day. Wow. So you're on your way to the top, huh? Yeah. I guess so. It kind of feels weird saying that about myself, though. I'm not one for blowing my own horn, but I guess the execs were really pleased with my performance on a big project that just got completed a few weeks ago. So pleased, actually, that they want me to come to corporate HQ and lead the team for a brand new and adventurous project they planned. From the sounds of things, I'll still be sticking around there on a long-term basis, even after the project is completed. Man, to think my little brother-in-law is now a high-powered businessman. I don't know. It might be a bit early to break out that title for me. You figured out where you're gonna live yet? No, actually. Like I said, I just found out that I was gonna have to move a couple of days ago, and the move won't be for another 2 months, so I honestly haven't even begun to make any sort of arrangements in that department. Okay, well in that case, would you like to move into the apartment I'm using right now? Your apartment? The one on the top floor? The one I stayed in for a while? That apartment? Yep, that's the one. Are you sure you'd be okay with that? Oh, don't worry. We're not going to be living together there or anything. Plus, it's kind of a limited time offer. Oh yeah? There's something going on in your life too? Well, this is really an incredible coincidence, but I just got transferred too. Wow, really? You too, Drew? Yeah, it's a complicated situation, but the guy who was going to be taking on the new position had to withdraw at the last minute due to some family circumstances. Ah, and so you drew the short straw and had to take over for him, right? Exactamundo. But man, I really, really like this apartment, and I still have some time left on the lease, so once I move out, it's just going to be collecting dust until my lease expires. I was thinking about what in the world I was going to do with it when Mom texted me and told me about your promotion. Wow, that is a crazy coincidence. I know this is all pretty short notice, and I'm really not concerned at all about the rent, since I already paid that in advance anyway. So, if it would help you feel better about it, we can work out a financial arrangement that's not too much of a burden on you after things get settled down. It's close to the same business park your company's HQ is in, so it seems like a good fit for you. Man, that does sound nice. I'm super close to accepting your offer right here and now, but I think I should probably talk to my wife about it first before I make any big decisions. Really? You think she's gonna say anything other than yes? All that girl talks about is her dream of living in a fancy high-rise apartment. Yeah, trust me, I know. Right. I just hauled the last box up to the new apartment, but, Emily, I know you're excited about moving to the big city, and I've been pretty understanding about you going out on your own to enjoy yourself on the town, but you've been completely ignoring me since we got here. You've barely said a single word to me. You can't even spare me a good morning or good night? What's going on with you? Look, I need to focus on my work now. I've already taken care of all my stuff. It's all cleared out from the living room. So now you're going to have to take care of unloading all your own stuff, okay? I put it next to the TV so you won't forget about it. It's my first day at corporate HQ tomorrow, and I'm jumping right into the big project they're having me lead, so my hands are going to be completely full with that for the foreseeable future. I won't have any time to help you with your unpacking. Got it? Yo, Roy, how's it going? You enjoying life in that high-rise apartment you've always dreamed about? I think you're confused about something. Emily is the one who always dreamed about living in a high-rise, not me. I know, just messing with you. So seriously now, what do you think? Are you comfortable in there? It's not bad. I mean, the view is absolutely incredible, can't deny that. Although it was kind of a pain for the first few days that every time I realised I needed something, I had to spend 5 minutes in the elevator before I could even get out the front door. I'm going to have to remember to account for that when I leave for work in the morning. But I wouldn't want to be late because one too many people wanted to get on the elevator. Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. It takes forever to get to the ground floor. Yeah, that's going to take a while to get used to. Other than that, I guess I'm just not used to the whole high-rise society yet. Some of the women around here, well, they act like they're characters right out of one of Emily's terrible dramas. Let me guess, you met the illustrious Mrs. Carmichael, am I right? I bet she gave you the entire rundown on how her husband's the CEO of a trading firm and he ran into Jay-Z and Beyonce at a party a few years ago. Hey, she told me that same story about once a week. Yep, I've definitely heard that one a few times already. Yeah, it's only going to be for 6 months. I think I can handle living with the muckety mucks for that long. Good luck. You'll need it. Emily, I thought you'd be home late last night, but I just woke up and you're still not home. What's going on with you? You've been doing this a lot lately, and here we go, leaving me on red yet again. That doesn't hurt as much as when you straight up ignore me to my face, though. I really wish you would talk to me. I'm getting concerned about you. Yo, Roy, I just looked at my calendar. You've already been living there for 3 months, eh? Any problems? Things going smoothly for you guys? Thanks for being so concerned about me, Drew. There's no real problems with the apartment itself. I've been keeping a healthy amount of distance between the neighbours, so I'm still managing to be on friendly terms with everyone I pass in the hallway on my way to work in the morning. Glad to hear, but to be totally honest, I wasn't actually talking about the apartment. It's Emily, isn't it? She's got you worried, hasn't she? Look, I'm gonna be heading back that way this weekend for work. You want to meet up? We can talk about it. She's my sister. I might be able to help you out. Maybe that would be for the best. I've been doing nothing but bottling it up inside and hoping things change for a while now. And, well, nothing has changed. What time can you be here? Hey, Drew. Thanks for coming to talk with me today, man. I had no idea that's why Emily had been ignoring me all this time. Like I said, she's done this exact same thing before in the past. I can't believe her. She just refuses to grow up. But Thanks to the information you provided me with, it makes taking my next step a whole lot easier. I really appreciate that. I just have to do my best to deal with things for the next 3 months. I just have to make the best of my situation. Well, who knows? Maybe this might make things work out better for me in the end. Roy, look, I really can't express how sorry I am about that idiot sister of mine. Hey, don't apologize, okay? There's nothing that you need to apologize for, just none of this is your fault. Yeah, well, if there's anything at all that I can do to help you out, let me know, okay? I might just take you up on that. Well, thanks again, Drew. Hey, Emily. I know you're definitely not going to reply to me, but there's something I needed to tell you. Next month marks 6 months since we moved into this apartment. I think you know what that means, so make sure you make all the necessary preparations. I'm going to be really busy, so I won't be able to micromanage everything. You're going to have to fend for yourself. Yo, Emily, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Drew. Nice to hear from you. It's been, 5 months now since you gave us this sweet apartment?
Yeah, I think that's about right. To get right down to business, I have a message for you from Mom.
From Mom? What is it?
Actually, as long as I got you, I have something I need to tell you too.
Okay, so let's hear it. I hope it's good news.
You remember meeting my girlfriend? Well, we've been dating for long enough and we decided to get married.
Wow, that's awesome.
We already got legally married, so we'll have a formal wedding ceremony once both of our work schedules have settled down a bit.
Well, that's so great, Drew. I'm really happy for you.
Thanks, Emily. So, along with that, Mom's gonna be moving in with us in our new house. Since Mom's old house will just be collecting dust anyway, she's also decided to put it on the market, and I think we got a buyer who will be closing soon.
Ah, okay. Thanks for letting me know. But are you sure your wife will be fine with suddenly living with her mother-in-law like that?
Nah, no need to worry. The two of them actually share the same hobbies, so they've been able to bond over that. Really, though, if it weren't for that, the two of them get along so well that they both told me that they'd like for us all to move in together. I was looking for a house that would fit all of us, and I found a really nice duplex that was exactly what we needed. So I went ahead and bought it. The units are totally separate, so we'll all have our privacy.
Wow, cool. Well, I'm glad things are going so smoothly for you.
Thanks. Okay, that's all I wanted to say for now. Well, gotta go.
Gotcha. Talk to you later, Drew.
Yo, Roy. I just texted Emily and told her that we sold Mom's old house. Mom's also said that she's 100% fine with everything. She officially has all of her potential escape routes closed off. Thanks so much for doing all that for me, Drew. Once you get the go-ahead, Mom and I are going to change our phone numbers and other contact info, so let me know when everything is ready to go on your end. Gotcha. Will do. Everything from here on out, I leave totally up to you. Deal with it in whatever way you see fit. Oh, trust me. I already know exactly what I'm going to do and when. Hey there, Emily. It's been 6 months now since you started completely ignoring me. 6 months. You know what that means? It means the lease on the apartment expires today.
What? What are you talking about? The lease is expiring? Why?
Why? What do you mean, why? Your brother told you about everything when we first moved in, didn't he? He paid for a year's worth of rent for this apartment in advance, but he found out he was getting transferred just 6 months into the lease. He figured it would be better to have us live here than let it go to waste, so he let us move in for the last 6 months.
Wait, back up. You mean to tell me Drew didn't own this apartment? He was just renting?
I'm 100% sure that he told you it was a rental. 100%. There's no way you missed that conversation.
Oh no, this is the worst.
And another thing, I'm suing you.
What? You can't sue me. I'm your wife.
Actually, I can sue you, since you've been cheating on me. It doesn't matter that you're my wife. For now.
Wait. Are you saying...
You've been sleeping with Mrs. Carmichael's husband, our next-door neighbour. I thought it was odd that you went into their apartment by yourself the first day we moved in here. And it only became more odd when you came back, grabbed your makeup bag, and went right back there without saying a word to me. I'm not sure what he told you that sealed the deal. Was it his run-ins with celebrities, or just the fact that he's filthy rich? Whatever the case, you went right into the bedroom with him and began your affair. And that brings us to the reason you've been completely ignoring me for this whole time. I understand that back in your college days you had a boyfriend that you wanted to break up with. Couldn't bring yourself to dump him directly, so you decided to ignore him? Like you've been doing to me. And eventually the poor guy broke up with you himself. I suppose you thought that since it worked so flawlessly last time, you could get me to divorce you in the same way.
Hey, how do you know about that?
I hired a private detective.
You did?
That, and also Mr. Carmichael admitted the whole thing.
Oh no.
Yes, sadly it's true. It would seem the not-so-happy couple has entered divorce mediation.
Wait a minute, that means... Once you and I get divorced, then I can go get married to Mr. Carmichael for real! I can be his next wife!
You'll have to ask him about that.
Yes! Awesome! Great, I'm sold. Let's get divorced as soon as possible.
I left the divorce papers on the living room table. Go ahead and sign them whenever you can.
You got them put together already?
Yeah, I told you. We have to move out of that apartment today.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
From the sound of things, you are completely unprepared to move out. Am I right?
Yeah?
I figured as much. I went ahead and booked a monthly room for you to live in for the next month, so you'll need to move in by noon today. The key and address are in an envelope beneath the divorce papers.
Hey, give me a break, though. This is all too sudden.
Not my problem. I'm moving out. Goodbye.
Hey! You can't just leave me like this! Oh, well, whatever. Screw you. I'll just go next door to my darling Mr. Carmichael's room. First things first, though, I'm gonna submit these papers to the courthouse. Then I'll tell Mr. Carmichael the great news. Roy? I've changed my mind. We are not getting divorced. I just went to the Carmichael's room and it was totally empty. I asked the other neighbors what happened and they said that his company went under. He's losing his CEO salary, so he won't be able to afford the monthly rent for their apartment. I tried calling and texting him, but I can't get a hold of him. He dumped me. I can't believe it. Roy, answer me right now. Roy, please. Oh, why did I have to go and submit those divorce papers?
After that last text, Emily immediately called a moving company to get her stuff out, so she barely managed to finish moving before the apartment building's deadline. Which was lucky for her. If she had taken another 2 minutes, they'd have charged her another month's rent. I sent my lawyer to have a long, in-depth discussion about the future with her while she was living at the apartment I booked for her. By which I mean to say that I'm suing her for as much as I can possibly get. I already settled accounts with Mr. Carmichael, who opted for a lump sum payment rather than a long and drawn-out payment plan. Emily was planning on having him foot the bill for when I inevitably sued her, but that plan went up in flames the moment she got dumped. This left her as the only involved party without existing financial means to deal with the fallout from their affair. When she found out she'd have to work off her legal bills by herself, my lawyer said she went as pale as a ghost. I can only imagine how much worse it was when she tried to contact her brother and mother, only to realize that even her own family had cut her out of their lives. She had to take out a loan to cover the settlement, and she's now working 2 jobs every day from morning until night to slowly chip away at it. At the rate she's currently going, she might pay it back by the time she's, I don't know, 78.